Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Dear Venerable Sangha Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, you are invited to join us in this weekly Buddhist newsreel on psotv channel. Hereafter, 8 major headlines of Buddhist activities of the week. Vietnam Buddhist Sangha's routine conference for rolling out important events in 2021. Ho Chi Minh City, Buddhist monks gathered together at Vietnam Quốc Tử Temple for performing UPOSATHA Day. Đồng Tháp, Tư Nhân Great Ordination SIMA Buddha Year 2565 solemnly opened. Bắc Ninh, former National Assembly Chairwoman Nguyễn Thị Kim Ngân visited Phật Temple. Vietnam Buddhist University in Ho Chi Minh City, Conference on Communication of the 15th National Assembly Election Law and People's Council Representative at all levels. Ho Chi Minh City, Studies Board meeting to roll out enrollment plan for 16 term of Buddhist students admission in Vietnam Buddhist University. Lạng Sơn, inauguration of ethnic minority semi-boarding primary school 2 NIệC campus. Official letter continues implementing measures to promote prevention of COVID-19 in current situation. The following are the news in details. Implementing the resolution number 028 per NQSDTS of the 5th Conference, Session 8 of the Central Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, so that the monastic affairs in 2021 could be rolled out and implemented synchronously to achieve high efficiency in the coming term. On the morning of April 27, 2021, the Standing Committee of the Administrative Council held a conference on activities in the Southern region in 2021 at the Conference Hall of Office 2, Quảng Đức C Monastery, Ho Chi Minh City.
In witness, it was honored to have Most Venerable of Council of Patrons, Administrative Council of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, leaders of the Vietnam Fatherland Front Central Committee, Government's Religious Affairs Committee, Ho Chi Minh City Committee for Religious Affairs, and nearly 400 delegates. Speaking at the opening ceremony, Most Venerable NHiễn nhân reviewed some upcoming important events such as the election of the 15th National Assembly and the People's Councils at all levels for the term 2021-2026. The great celebration of the 40th anniversary of the establishment of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, and especially so far, Vietnam has well controlled the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Most Venerable also encouraged Buddhist monks and nuns from provinces and cities to apply for candidates in the People's Councils at all levels. At the same time, monks and nuns and Buddhists need to exercise their civil rights and responsibilities in election days. At the conference, Venerable Thích Đức Thiện reported briefly the monastic affairs during the first quarter of 2021, and the Venerable monks of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha also implemented a number of important Buddhist works in 2021 related to the circular guiding the Buddhist Congress at the principals and municipal level under the central government for the term 2022 to 2027. Preparing to organize the 40th anniversary of the establishment of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha and the howling monastic activities. Most Venerable Thích Thanh Hùng, head of the Central Buddhist Guidance Section, also approved the plan of Buddhist activities in the year 2021, and the Venerable Thích Minh Nhẫn presented the plan of propagation and public relation communication for the 40th anniversary of the establishment of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. Speaking at the conference, Mr. Trà Quang praised the social charity work of the Sangha and the prevention of COVID-19. In blessing words, Senior Elder Most Venerable Thích Đức Nghiệp, Vice Prelate of the Council of Patrons, sent his best wishes to the monks and nuns attending the conference and hoped that the Standing Committee of the Administrative Council would continue to lead and guide the Buddhist monks and nuns heading towards the 40th anniversary of the establishment of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha.
On the morning of April 25, 2021, according to the monthly custom, Buddhist monks of Ho Chi Minh City Buddhist Sangha Council, together with official Buddhist monks from all departments of Ho Chi Minh City and 24 district Buddhist administrative Sangha Councils, hold a UPOSATHA Day at the main home of Vietnam National Pagoda, Ho Chi Minh City.
The ceremony was carried out in accordance with the traditional Buddhist ritual under the presiding over of the Most Venerable TÍCH QUOC. Most Venerable TÍCH Minh Thông recited the Bhikkhu precepts. Most Venerable TÍCH Lệ Chang guides the monk to perform the confession ceremony. The UPOSATHA Day is a specific traditional practice of the Sangha, an opportunity for monks to recite the precepts of monks and the Bodhisattva precepts which had been taught by the Buddha. Through this ceremony, the monks will be nourished by the Dharma precepts, the 3 types of karma will be purified, and the spirituality will be increased.
On the morning of April 26, 2021, at Phước Hưng Pagoda, Sa Đéc City, the opening ceremony of the Tư Nhân Great Ordination SIMA for the year 2465 Solar Calendar 2021 was solemnly organized by the Administrative Board of Đông Tháp Provincial Buddhist Sangha.
In the attendance and witness there were Most Venerable Thích Thiện Nhân, Chairman of the Administrative Council, Most Venerable Thích Thiện Pháp, Head of the Monastic Affairs Section, Most Venerable Thích Minh Thông, Jurisprudent Invigilator of the Great Ordination SIMA, Most Venerable Thích Lệ Trang, Vice Head of the Central Ritual Section, Judges of the Great Ordination SIMA, Most Venerable Thích Chân Minh, Heads of the Provincial Administrative Boards, Chapter Ordination Witness Boards, and the patrons from the patrons and provincial administrative boards. Speaking at the opening ceremony, Most Venerable Thích Chân Minh said that the monastic discipline at Từ Nhân Great Ordination SIMA should have 3 important factors as taught by the patrons: a solemn ordination SIMA, the pure ordination invigilators, and the honest ordination monastic discipline. The Great Ordination SIMA Buddha Year 2565 Solar Calendar 2021 were organized by Đồng Tháp Provincial Vietnam Buddhist Sangha from 24 to 27 of April 2021, taking the honor names of the late Elder Most Venerable Thích Từ Nhân, a member of the Council of Patrons, standing vice chairman of the Administrative Council, to be the titles of the Great Ordination SIMA. The Patriarchal Most Venerable was a noble monk from Đồng Tháp who had devoted his whole life to the prosperity and development of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha since its inception. The Great Ordination SIMA admitted more than 700 disciplines to register for ordination. The ordination sites is at Phước Hưng Pagoda and Phước Huệ Pagoda. In his blessing words, the Most Venerable reminded and encouraged the monastic discipline to continue their diligent study, cultivate the morality, meditation, wisdom, preserve the strict precept to replay the virtues of the ancestors and teachers for the dignified Buddhism and Sangha to be developed. After the opening ceremonies of the Great Ordination SIMA, the Most Venerable Chairmen and Buddhist monks and nuns of the Provincial Administrative Board traveled to Phước Thành Pagoda to offer incense to commemorate 8-year anniversaries of the late elderly Most Venerable Thích Từ Nhân demise.
On the morning of April 24, 2021, Mrs. Nguyễn Thị Kim Ngân, the former chairwoman of the National Assembly, with the delegation, visited and offered incense at Phật Tích Pagoda, Bắc Ninh Province. Venerable Thích Đức Thiện, Vice President, General Secretary of Central Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Executive Council, the airport of Phật Tích Pagoda sincerely received the state delegation.
After offering incense ceremony to the Buddha, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Kim Ngân, former National Assembly chairwoman, visited and sent best wishes and achievements to the Venerable Thích Đức Thiện and Buddhist monks at Phật Tích Pagoda. Thereafter, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Kim Ngân planted a memorial tree in the temple park. In response, Venerable Thích Đức Thiện would like to thank the affections and attention from the former National Assembly chairwoman, Nguyễn Thị Kim Ngân, and members of the delegation. On this occasion, the Venerable also gave souvenirs and wished the former chairwoman of the National Assembly good health, happiness, and continued valuable contributions to the country and the Vietnamese people.
On the afternoon of April 22, 2021, the Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee of Binh Chánh District, coordinated with the Vietnam Buddhist University in Ho Chi Minh City, Campus 2, held a conference on the propagation for the 15th National Assembly election and People's Councils at all levels, term 2021-2026, to VPS monks and nuns.
Attending the conference were the Reverend monks of the Administrative Council of the Vietnam Buddhist University, more than 1,000 monks and nuns, boarding students in the university, and representatives of local authorities. Ms. Nguyễn Thị Thanh Thúy presented the content of the election principles, the role and the duties of voters to the trainers, monks, and nuns. The election is a great event for voters nationwide to elect talented delegates to represent the people in the National Assembly and the People's Councils at all levels. Participation in the election is entitled as a right and obligation of every Vietnamese citizen.
On the afternoon of April 22, 2021, the Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee of Binh Chánh District, coordinated with the Vietnam Buddhist University in Ho Chi Minh City, Campus 2, held a conference on the propagation for the 15th National Assembly election and People's Councils at all levels, term 2021-2026, to VPS monks and nuns.
In witness, it was honored to have Most Venerable THICH Quang, Rector of the Vietnam Buddhist University in Ho Chi Minh City, with the dignitaries in the Studies Board of the university. Opening the meeting, Venerable Thích Quang Thạch presented his plan to enroll students for Bachelors of Buddhism of the 16th term, and the University Studies Board members discussed the enrollment plan to reach consensus. At the same time, the members of the Admission Council and the Examination Council for the exam were selected. This year, candidates are required to pass 2 exams, Buddhism and English or Chinese literature, with a scheduled exam date of the 18th of July, 2021. On this occasion, the dignitaries of the University Studies Board also discussed the organization of the 10th Day Rain Retreat Course, VESA, of Buddha Year 2565 for the leaders of the university, pedagogical training course, as well as the organization of the Great Buddha's birthday 2565 at the university. Venerable Thích Nhật Từ, permanent vice-rector of the university, also reported on the preparation for the workshop to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the establishment of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, and consulted the attendees on the appointment of the editorial board of the University Buddhist Research Journal. Finally, the Venerable Chairman of the Admission Council announced the meeting unanimous contents and wished for the upcoming events organized by the university, as well as the 16th session of the examination for Buddhist bachelor's degree, to be satisfactory attainments.
On the morning of April 22, 2021, Vietnam Buddhist University in Ho Chi Minh City held a meeting of the Studies Board in Ho Chi Minh City to prepare for the examination of the sitting course for the Bachelor of Buddhism.
Attending the inauguration ceremony were Venerable Thích Vân Phong, permanent members of the Central Cultural Sections of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Venerable Thích Minh Thuần, Vice Secretaries and Office of the Secretaries of Central Cultural Sections of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Mr. Bạch Nhật Quang, Officers of Hanoi Customs Department, Mr. Asada Kiyoshi, General Directors of Total Vietnam Company Limited, together with benefactors, sponsors, and patrons. Also among the attendants, there were representatives of the local authorities, school administrators, teachers, and all students at Ethnic Minorities Primary School 2. The construction of the Classroom of Love has been a complete achievement in welcoming the Hùng King's national anniversary on the 10th of lunar month March. In particular, the inaugurations and handovers of the classroom took place in a joyful atmosphere filled with the loves of the upland people. Venerable Thích Minh Thuần expressed his joy and best wishes to all the masses. The Venerable emphasized that taking care of knowledge, wisdom, and moralities is an act with practical significance. Therefore, various sectors had joined common efforts to build classrooms for children. On the occasion, the team also presented gifts including backpacks, school bag, learning tool for students to have more motivation to study. The committee team members, the local authority representatives, and the school administrators cut the ribbon to inaugurate the school.
With the consensus of the People's Committee of NIệC Camille and the effective support of the local authorities at all levels, the Central Cultural Section of the Vietnam Buddhist Singer had cooperated with the Hanoi Costume Department and Total Vietnam Company to build classrooms for ethnic minority students of primary school 2 NIệC campus in Lạng Sơn province, and it was inaugurated on April 21st.
Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Administrative Council, Socialist Republic of Vietnam, Independence, Freedom, Happiness, Official Letter No. 87, HDTS VP1, Hanoi, April 26, 2021. Continue to strictly implement all possible measures to strengthen the prevention and control of COVID-19 pandemic at pagodas and monasteries in the current situation. For the attention of central sections and institutions, Sangha administrative boards in provinces and cities, monks and nuns of pagodas, temples and monasteries throughout the country. The COVID-19 pandemic has been complicated worldwide, with the number of new contagious cases and deaths still increasing in many countries. In particular, some countries share border lines with our country. The pandemic is booming on a large scale. Domestically, although the COVID-19 pandemic has been basically controlled, the risk of disease outbreaks is always permanent, especially from illegal immigrations and border infiltration. It has been noticed a state of neglect, subjectivity, improperly and inadequate implementation of anti-epidemic measures. Implementing the official telegram No. 541 CDTTG dated April 23, 2021 of the Prime Minister on strengthening the implementation of disease prevention and control of the COVID-19, the Standing Committee of the Administrative Board requests the Provincial Administrative Boards of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in provinces and cities to continue the strict measures specified in the following. Number 1. All pagodas and monasteries in the country shall strictly implement measures to strengthen the prevention and control of COVID-19 pandemic according to the 5K model as requested by the Ministry of Health. Second, all members who come to the pagodas are required to wear masks and wash their hands with antiseptics. Number 3, it is a compulsory assignment to inspect regularly and urge the implementation of anti-pandemic measures within pagodas and monastery establishments. Number 4, people are reminded of detection of cases of illegal immigration to prevent and combat the risk of infection in the community. We strongly request that the Central Section, the Provincial Administrative Boards of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in provinces, cities, monastic institutions, and monks and nuns and Buddhists strictly implement what is stated in this official letter. Best regards on behalf of the Chairman, Vice Chairman, General Secretary, signed Venerable Thích Đức Thiện.
Venerable monks and nuns, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, the last news has signed off this quickly newsreel. Thank you for your attention and following. Goodbye and see you in the next program on PSOTV channel. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha.